All right, let's talk about something we've all been through, messing up. But what's even more important is what comes next. We're going to break down the art of a really good apology, and on the flip side, the grace of genuine forgiveness.
Seriously, who hasn't been there? You get that awful, sinking feeling in your stomach the second you realize you've said or done the wrong thing. It's totally universal, right? But how we handle that moment, well, that can change everything.
So, to get into this, we're actually going to look at a super simple, everyday kind of chat. But trust me, it's packed with some really powerful lessons about how we connect with each other. Okay, so meet Sarah and Fatima. We're going to break down a little conversation they have. And what happens between them is it's a perfect case study in how to make a mistake, and then more importantly, how to fix it. And fix it beautifully. And bam, there it is. That's the moment it hits her. Sarah totally forgot a huge deal in her friend's life. It's an honest mistake for sure. We've all done it, but man, you know that's got to sting. Now, pay attention to how Fatima replies here. It's so simple, right? Just a statement of fact. She's not blaming anyone. She's not being accusatory. She's just sharing what happened. And that's exactly what makes Sarah's slip-up so obvious.
Okay, so this is the pivot point. The mistake has happened, the damage you could say is done, but what happens next is all about the repair job. So how does Sarah handle it? Let's find out.
All right, now we're going to put Sarah's apology under the microscope, because what she says isn't just a throwaway sorry. It's got layers, and every single layer is what makes it so real and so effective. This is key. Look at this. She doesn't just say, sorry, I forgot. She gets super specific about what she should have done. That little detail? It shows she really gets the impact of what she did or didn't do, and she's owning it completely.
And here we go. This is like a perfect three-part combo. First, she gives a reason for why it happened. It slipped her mind. But notice, it's a reason, not an excuse. Big difference. Second, she says how awful she feels. And third, she just comes right out and humbly asks, "Can you forgive me?" Just brilliant.
And then this is the clincher. It shows she's being vulnerable. She's not just sorry for forgetting, she's actually disappointed in herself. She even calls herself a flake, which is, slang for someone who's unreliable. That little bit of self-criticism is what makes the whole thing feel so incredibly real.
Yeah, it's that kind of real talk that makes all the difference. It just proves she isn't trying to hide from what she did.
But remember, an apology is a two-way street, right? It's only half the story. Fatima's response here is just as crucial, and honestly, it's a masterclass in how to forgive with grace. So let's check out her side of things.
Look at that. Right out of the gate, Fatima reassures her. It's no big deal. That classic phrase we all use. It's like throwing water on a fire. It instantly de-escalates the whole thing and starts to lift that guilt off Sarah's shoulders. It's a signal, loud and clear, that their friendship is way more important than this little slip-up.
It's such a simple little phrase, but wow, it does so much work to patch things up and just make the other person feel okay again.
And she doesn't stop there. Look at how she actively takes apart Sarah's guilt piece by piece. She says, "You're making too much of it. Forget about it." And then she tops it off with, "Don't sweat it." That casual, easygoing vibe makes the forgiveness feel 100% complete. She's not just forgiving Sarah, she's helping Sarah forgive herself. That's next level.
Yeah, that warm, casual language, that's the secret sauce that makes it all feel so real.
So when you put it all together, what are the big takeaways from this perfectly handled conversation? Let's lay out the playbook for both sides of this.
Okay, so here it is, side by side. On the apology side, you got to take responsibility, and fast. Express that you're genuinely sorry, give a reason, but not an excuse, and then actually ask for forgiveness. Now on the forgiveness side, reassure them right away. Kind of downplay the mistake. Acknowledge their feelings. And then, this is the big one, help them move on. You put these two playbooks together, and you've got a seriously powerful way to fix just about any relationship hiccup.
And really, that's what this is all about, isn't it? The goal isn't to be perfect and never ever mess up. That's impossible. It's about having the skills, and maybe the courage, to fix things, to repair that connection when, life happens and things go sideways.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. We've all been Sarah, and we've all been Fatima. We've all got apologies we probably need to give, and forgiveness we might need to offer. So the real question isn't if this applies to you, but how. What's the conversation that you need to have?